We actually we met very briefly. I did a roundtable with you for Nymphomaniac a million years ago.
Oh, fantastic.
But
Yeah.
it was funny. I don't remember how many of you were doing it, but they added more people, and we had seen part one in a theater, and they said, "Okay, we need you to see part two," and they sent you a link. And I was living with my parents, and I remember having to be like, I'm not watching porn, I promise, but it's gonna sound like it. It's European. Don't worry."
It's European, so it's the same thing as porn.
Yeah, it's listen. You're gonna hear things. You're gonna see things if you walk past. Just don't worry. It happened. It was fine. Um,
Yeah, that's funny.
so
Yeah, well, Lars von Trier, he called it. He called when he called me to offer me the role. He said, "Stellan, my next film is a porno film." That's how he presented
and you're like, yeah, sure, why not? If anyone's gonna make
yeah.
it. Um, I was at Telluride, and it was such a fun like little buzz going around about how you and Alexander were just having a grand old time at each other's screenings, and it was just it's so nice to see people enjoy themselves, right? Because I understand
Yeah,
this is not the fun part, right? Making the movie is the fun part. Getting paid is
yeah,
the fun part. Like this is less fun, but like you guys seem to be enjoying yourselves, and that was
yeah. We really do.
um
But I mean, life is too short otherwise. No.
no, exactly. And by doing this, you've already won, right? As soon as you can pay your rent doing this, you kind
Yeah,
of already won.
yeah.
And I think interestingly to be able to sort of revisit your career in a way. Like it's not that you've ever done anything particularly like this, but you have played a director before in something on Entourage, and I think it's very interesting to play the like older, maybe wiser version of someone
Mm,
that you like. You had the very quick description, right? He doesn't like the main character. You're like, I got it.
mm,
Let's go.
mm,
Here
mm,
it's nobody likes you, but everybody
mm,
kind of loves you.
mm,
And that's very relatable, right? Plenty of people don't
mm,
like you but love you. That's the nature of family half the time. So
mm.
it's such a relatable thing to watch.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And also, I've talked to, everyone about it who's involved in the film. Single best laugh of the year is the DVDs you present your grandson in the film.
Yeah.
It,
That's another sensitive approach from the Gustav. Yeah.
there's just something about the smile, like the pride of like, no, I'm giving him good movies. Like this is
Yeah, but because it is. Yeah.
yeah, like completely getting over the like, should that age person be watching those? No, it doesn't matter. These are good movies. Like he's gonna love them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good for his education. Like,
But I understand Gustav, and I don't, since I don't have those sort of problems with sexual and nudity and stuff. I don't mind the kids watching that. So I mean, a film that would be shocking for an American to give to the kids might be okay for me.
oh yeah, and I think it tells you so much about the character, right? It tells you
Yeah.
exactly his mind frame of those same things, and it is for for an American audience to watch it, and
Mm,
obviously the joke is you're supposed to be horrified, but
mm.
also to go, but that also is a specific thing because if you reverse the roles, a European crowd will be horrified if I gave someone like a
A
Tarantino.
gun.
Yeah, it's like wow, this is abysmally violent. Like, why would you
Yeah,
show it
no,
violent?
no, no. But it's like if you would give somebody a kid a gun.
Yeah, which we do, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Um, I live in New York, so we're better about that, but other places,
yeah,
not so much.
yeah.
Um, how has it been to see people respond to this movie this way? Because obviously you've made a lot of movies, and more often than not, right, they'll get decent, good, very good reviews, whatever. They make a few dollars, and they kind of go by the wayside. You're on to the next thing. It's a job. It's part
Yeah,
of like the
yeah,
temporary connection. But this one is
Y-
almost a year now.
yeah. It's since Cannes.
Yeah,
It's in May, so it's almost a year. We've been on the road since Cannes,
yeah,
and it's been exhausting, but we've also you want your film to be good. You want it to reach people, and this obviously has done it. It has reached people much more than we expected ever, and people of all ages and all sexes and all colors and all nationalities, because it has something that is universal.
yeah.
Uh, so I mean, I can't do a Oscar campaign for the rest of my life.
No.
And I'm glad it's only once in a lifetime they happen. But it is true.
Yeah.
Uh, and seeing people yesterday there was a young girl, she was maybe 20 years old. She said she'd seen it 6 times.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
usually, when they see films 6 times, they are Mamma Mia fans, and they see
Yeah.
a Mamma Mia film 6 times. But seeing an art house film 6 times is very rare.
Oh yeah, and
It,
you've been able to kind of cover the gamut because there are the Mamma Mia people who will watch and rewatch that movie. There's the Marvel people who watch and rewatch, and it does say something that a movie like this, that there was a time where this would be something that made a lot of money, got a lot of Oscar nominations, was a popular film. Like 70s and
mm,
80s movies were
mm,
that way, and
mm,
we got away from it. And I kind of think on a smaller scale, it's coming back. That people want
yeah.
to see the things they don't see. The
Mm,
like when you started with Marvel, we didn't see those things. They were novel. It
yeah,
was different. It was a
mm,
whole new idea. Now
mm,
it's the only thing someone wants to green light in Hollywood. So by virtue
mm,
of this, connecting with people. I remember Joachim saying he had someone tell him that they wanted to have a baby because of watching the movie. He told me that in Telluride, and you're like, I do wonder what's going through your head that that's your response, but you're clearly connecting and want to tell me something personal because you feel I've told you something personal, and
yeah,
that's the beautiful thing
yeah,
about a movie like this.
yeah. It is.
And and I would imagine reading the script, even it comes across. Everyone has said the same thing, but it isn't really until you start making it that you really know what it's going to be like. You want it
Yeah.
to work. You want it to be a good environment. You want to have a relationship with your co-stars and your filmmaker. And obviously, it's kind of like camp. You kind of go your separate ways when it ends, and then you come back if the movie's good to do this kind of stuff.
Mm,
But it does feel like everyone's talked about it in a way that they had a sense that there was a little bit more going on, that maybe they'd locked in on something, that this wasn't just, hey, the worst person in the world's guy, next movie, that's good, let's do it.
mm. No, it wasn't. I mean, we you never know what it's going to be like, because you don't know how it's going to be put together, if it works as a harmonic way together, all the pieces, if some pieces are sort of killing other pieces. And it takes a very good director to cut a film. And he has cut away a lot of exposition, a lot of the normal narrative. You don't really know. You're not told when it happens, everything, or where it happens, everything. It's more impressionistic in that way. But I mean, I was, when we had done it, I knew that we had done something fantastic.
Yeah.
But I did not know if the film would be fantastic because of that.
Yeah.
Because the editing anything could happen.
Oh yeah, no. Everyone who's worked long enough has made a movie that they're like, this is one of the ones, and then you go and
Mm.
see it, and go, oh, it sucks now. Oh no, like what
Yeah.
happened? Or you make ones where you go, that wasn't the best one, but the check cleared. That's fine. Like better than breaking
Mm,
rock, and then you see it and go, oh shit, they saved this. Like this is
mm,
amazing now. Or
mm.
it's just completely different than you expect. You don't sign on the Good Will Hunting expecting it to be what it becomes. You go,
No.
it's a good script. These young actors, like, let's see what
Mm,
happens. And then
mm.
all of a sudden
Pow.
they're running
Yeah.
Hollywood. You know,
Yeah.
it's I think it speaks to your taste, though, that there can be that many things that turn out
Mm,
even better than expected, because you never sign on to something expecting it to be bad.
mm,
Why would you do that?
mm,
Why would you go,
mm,
you know? There's something about this one, though, that I think is already standing the test of time by virtue of our friend with the Six Timers Club.
mm. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and then the fact that that there's an Oscar campaign. Obviously it's easier to get international movies recognized now. There's more attention. It's not a novelty in the way that it was for too long, but there is something about 9 nominations. The essentially the acting movie of the group.
Mm,
The fact that it plays mainstream. It doesn't play like an art film. It is an art film.
mm,
The,
mm.
the way it's depicted, the way we kind of drop in on their
Yeah.
lives, we leave at a very specific moment. That's not where most movies would end, but you don't ever feel like you're being challenged. You feel like you're
Mm,
on the level with it, which is
mm,
impossible. Movies like this just don't do that.
mm. Yeah, that's true. But it is done with total respect for the audience. Nothing is overly explained or stated. it is sort of, but you experience it, and obviously, I mean, my 30-year-old kid can get the movie, and he liked it very much.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a very good. Uh, Joachim has made a fantastic job there. It's remarkable, and that, in a way, as you said, movies used to be like that, and I hope they will be like that again.
Yeah, I think
And I think they can.
yeah, there's an ebb and a flow, right?
Mm,
Whatever is not being served, eventually, more comes of it, and they stop being of the high quality, and then something else takes over. Like that's been since since
mm,
people went to the movies. That's never
mm,
been different. But I think because of the way that people are aware of it now, right? In the
mm,
70s, most people didn't know what anything made, right? You went to the movies and you
mm,
saw what was playing. And sometimes it was an action movie, sometimes it was a Woody Allen movie, sometimes it was a comedy. And
mm,
they were kind of on the same level. Like you
mm,
didn't think that Mel Brooks was making lesser fare than
mm,
than going to see a big Swedish film. And then there were big Swedish films that would come out.
mm,
And
mm,
we've gotten away from that in a way that I think because people know what they cost, people hear about production, about casting, like people know about the entire movie before they've seen it now. So it's
yeah,
it's
but
hard
but
to
I- it's the marketing, and the marketing films now is that you try to fit them into a marketing friendly format, and you want them all the money back in 3 weeks.
yeah.
So there's no, don't ever leave to the audience to decide if it's a good film or a bad film. Don't
Yeah.
let it be word of mouth that does it, and that is a sadness.
Oh yeah, especially since if you let audiences find stuff, they will. There's no movie ever disappears unless it's hidden. Like there are movies that fail
No.
at the box office. That's
Mm,
that's always going to happen. There's no real
mm,
way to know. But if you give it enough time,
mm,
in the old days, you would find it on TV, right? You would find it at the
mm,
video store. It's harder now because you have access to everything. So like if I just
mm,
told you you can watch anything, what do you want to watch? It's a lot
mm,
harder than
mm,
I didn't see that movie. It's on, and that was easy. But
mm,
they're if you trust an audience, they'll come. And I think it speaks to the fact that they came for this. They're coming
mm,
right now for Alexander's movie, which is
mm. Yeah.
challenging, but also
Mm,
you watch it and it's funny. It's
mm,
heartwarming. It's why you go to the movies. And I think that
mm,
we're seeing those again, and we're seeing it with the movies that are up for the awards this year. That they're not
mm,
easy watches necessarily, but they're rewarding in a way that you don't feel like you worked for them. And I love that we can kind of get
mm,
back to that again because that's good for
mm,
filmmakers, it's good for actors, it's good for everyone, it's good for audiences. Damn it,
mm.
it's it's a good thing, and I hope we're going to continue it because it's not fun when they have to make $1 billion in order to succeed.
No.
Because I certainly I don't pay to go. They show it to me for free. I'm not helping. All I can do is say if it's good or bad. I'm useless, in fact, but don't tell them that because I still like to eat and buy things, and my dog's hungry. But it's you just want them to be good for the soul and good for the movie soul. And I think your career is a great example of that. I think more than a lot of people, what you've made has been stuff that has made people feel better about themselves in a way.
Mm. Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And I think I know you said you only want to do this once, but listen, you still got another month, and if all goes well, they may do it to you again. So watch out.
Thank you.
You choose good roles, they'll do it again. But
Mm,
you deserve this so much. The awards so far, the ones still to come. It's also just nice to see people who are character actors who have always done their career as I'm in service of a good role. Tell me what you need me to do. That's what that category is for. So you
yeah.
being there is, long overdue, but also perfect. So
Thank you very much.
you
Yeah.
you
Very,
should be so.
very generous of you.
Oh, you've done it all. I've just said what I saw. Uh, thank you so much, and thank you for being nice. What feels like a decade ago. I'm glad we're older. I'm grayer. You still look the same. You're doing great, but
Well, that's pretty great. And whatever hair I have left.
it's
Yeah.
still there. It's still there. And then listen, there's roles for that, so you're not gonna be out of work. Uh,
Thank you.
oh,
You
my
give me
pleasure.
hope.
I plan on it. Thank you so much for doing this. My pleasure. Always a pleasure, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.